What is happening, guys? All right, today I think I didn't have a lot of time this week to get anything done. New Year's and Christmas and all the awesome holidays. I hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year's, and were safe and nobody blew off a thumb. So I think what today we're going to do is work on the door. We're going to try and get this door squared up and hopefully framed up and the latch on it, and hopefully the other door, at least the rear door. That way I can kind of do those for you guys. And then I'll try to do the other ones during the week. And then hopefully next video we'll be framing up the inside of the body, getting that together. Turlock's 3 weeks away. So I got to get that stuff cleaned. I got most of it torn apart. So yeah, but yeah, let's get on this door, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so I got some 1.5 inch tubing. I got some inch tubing. I got a little bit of flat stock. Decent piece of 1x2 tubing, but I think the 1.5 inch will be pretty good for the whole thing. Might be a little overkill, but I'm okay with that, as long as the door is heavy, solid. So my plan is to frame the door with the latch on it, not worry about the windows right now. I can do those later, but get the door framed up. I'm going to pour 15 the inside and then Dynamat the inside, and then we'll worry about a window after that. So, all right, let's get at it. Okay, so I got a couple pieces cut for the bottom of the door, the top of the door. I'm going to measure along the latch part and see if that is. This side where the hinges are is pretty beefy already, so I'm not really going to try and do that. But see if we can get this door squared up and go from there. All right. All right. How big is that? Let me cut that off. Let me cut that off real quick. I cut some pies in that, so it will bend a little bit. Not 100% this is right. Fit it up, see what we can do. All right, guys, I think I pretty much got it mocked up. Everything that I'm gonna put in here for now. I kind of want to wait until I get the door mounted on the car before I do the latch, just to be on the safe side. But everything I think is pretty much in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out my welder. I'm going to tack all this stuff up. I'm just going to tack it for now in case I need to move it later. But I think it should be good to go. All right, let's get at it. All right, guys, I think I got everything kind of tacked in. I'm not the greatest welder in the world. I get by. So don't judge me. Don't bash me in the comments about my welds. I know they're not the greatest. You don't have to tell me. So let me show you what I got so far. I think this is pretty straight, pretty tight. It's a lot, well, obviously it's a lot heavier of a door now, but yeah, it's pretty solid. I just kind of tacked everything, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to get it on the car to see where the latch lines up. I know where it goes. In my mind, I just need to see where it goes before I start welding it, you know, bolting that thing together and welding the bracket for it and so forth. Yeah, let me flip this around. I'll show you what I got. So it's all welded up. That's 1.5 inches all the way across, all the way around. Like I said, it's just tacked up, but I think it's pretty solid. This bracket here, like I said before, I'm going to leave. I kind of went around it, underneath it and around it, tack that and tie that into that a little better. But yeah, let's get this one off of here, and then we'll get one of those rear doors, and I'll clean that up, and see if we can get that one at least mocked up and tacked in there. All right. What's up, guys? Got one door done. Pretty happy with it. I got a little frustrated with this rear door. It's got a weird curve over the rear tire, the fender well, whatever you want to call it. I did something stupid. I mean, it works, but it's way too much work than what should have been. I'll show you here in a second. This is not going to be, I think I'm just going to box it in with just some flat steel. Just cut a curve for it, and I think that'll be way better. It'll fit better and I think it'll make it just as strong. Let me show you what I got going on here. So I got got a bazillion things like you would if it was a piece of wood. And then, like I said, it fits good. It fits good. That's too much welding. That's too much BS. Got that side in. That side's clamped. This side's clamped. I'm liking how that looks. So, got to do this piece, go across here. But I think I'm going to cut this template out of cardboard and then hopefully tomorrow I can get it cut in some steel and tacked in, and then get this last little piece in here and this cross piece right here, and then hopefully this door should be done until we get it on the car once I get everything all tacked in. All right, let's do that. I mean, in theory, it works, but just that's I don't know what I was thinking. It's so stupid. Guys, I'm liking that way better. I think that's going to work out pretty well. The only weird thing is, let's see if I can get this clamped in here real quick, kind of show you what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see this way this works. It kind of goes up and then goes back down again. So I think boxing it in, just adding a piece on the back side to curve it down will probably be my best bet. I just think it'll fit better. It'll look better, even though nobody will ever see it. I'll know it's there. So that's all that matters. So yeah, tomorrow I'll cut this out of some steel and then measure how this is going to lay across on this back side. And then we can do the piece right there, piece over there, and then this door should be pretty close to complete. And we can tack it up and move on to the other doors. All right. What's happening, guys? So I can't remember where we left off because it's been a few days since I've been in the shop. I've been working my normal job, so trying to get this squared away this week was a little difficult. I did have some time today. Just Sunday, and I think I got this other door kind of ready to go. I'll kind of show you what I did, go over it real quick, and show my wonderful failed attempts because they're terrible, and I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, I'll show you guys. Let's check this out. So got the door kind of all squared up. I have a 1 inch and an 1.5 inches in here, and it made it fairly level. I had to trim this one in because the door looks like it gets thinner down here than it is down here. So I'm going to weld these together and then put them in just because this is where the hinges go. So I think that'll be sufficient. Weld this gap right there, and then the bottom piece goes all the way across underneath. Then all that. I got the one bar across here. I'm gonna have to redo the other one on the front door. I got to cut this piece out and replace it with a 1 inch. I have an 1.5 inches in there now, and it's way too big. And if I did want to do the windows, it wouldn't even go past that. So I got to fix that. But this was my biggest struggle, this curve right here. I wanted to do it in tubing, but I don't have a tube bender, and I don't have enough money to buy even the Harbor Freight one right now. And then I'd have to buy like some sort of dies to go with it, and it all came out to about $600, and I don't have that right now. I wish I did. So what I did is I kind of put it in sheet metal, and I think this will be sufficient. Let me show you. So this curve is super weird. Like I said before, the door is pretty thick here, and then it gets narrower. Sorry, the door's pretty thick here, then it gets narrower on down this side. So I just cut a piece that will fit in there pretty nicely. And then another one to get that weird curve, and that'll sit in there pretty good, and then make it all nice and tight. So yeah, let me get my welder out and see if we can weld this stuff up. And then we'll have 2 doors done remotely. I mean, aesthetically they'll be done. All the latches and hinges and window mechanism and all that stuff I can do when the car is put back together, just in case something needs tweaked. I'm not going to fully weld anything. I'm just going to tack everything today, and like I did the other door, and then we'll just kind of go from there. All right. Okay, guys, so I got the door done, per se. Some of it's really ugly, but I think once it's skinned and I can kind of modify it a little bit as I go, then should be okay. Still need to take off one piece, and I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, let's check them out. All right, so here's the rear door. Here's that kind of boxed in. So like I said before, don't laugh at my welds, they're terrible. But wonderful thing about welding, there's always learning to do. Always this right here. This is a piece I got to take out. And if you look at this, is a 1 inch, and this is 1.5 inches. This, like the window, and I didn't really notice it when I was doing it, the window's not going to go up. Here's the window track if I do decide to put the windows back in it. But yeah, there's that. I think it came out all right. They're solid, man, they're solid. But like I said, I don't want to fully weld anything until I get them on the car, and then we can tweak them if needed. I think it's going to be kind of, you know, play. There's so much play in these cars, regardless if there's all original wood or you replace it with steel. There's so much play in the body itself. But I'm trying to get that as solid as possible. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you see something that I'm doing that I missed or whatever, please comment. Let me know. This is my first time doing a 30s car, like I said before, so still learning. But yeah, so hopefully next video I'll have the other 2 doors done, and we can start fitting up the body with steel and getting that thing all squared away. Turlocks, shit, like 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away, something like that. I got the front end tore down. I'll show you guys next video on that. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Give me a yell at me, whatever you guys want to do. But I appreciate you watching. All right, guys, later.